Good morning. Stevie P from ESPN 1420. Good showing, decent game, but is it just one of those that they just happen to win?
Yeah, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Because
it's still a win.
You need some of those. You're not going to be fired up to play, every game. I know people say, oh, well, it's the NFL and you only get 16 games a year. But, you just got through playing a division rival the Thursday night before, 10, 11 days before with the Atlanta Falcons. You got the Jets coming in. You're playing at home. You got the Falcons coming up next week, and the Jets are playing with the backup quarterback. I mean, it's only human nature that you're not going to be 100% fired up and ready to play.
Yeah.
Saints did not play their best football, but bottom line is that they won, and that's the mark of a good team.
I thought it was very clear to watch what Sean Payton had going on the sidelines, where he was being very careful. I think after the previous incident that cost him about 10 big ones, and by big ones I mean thousands.
Yeah.
He was being pretty careful, but I could see that he was frustrated.
Stay inside the little white box there.
Yeah, you got to stay in there. You can't walk around.
But a nice win for the Saints. Now that sets up obviously a big win coming up on Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons, who are still fighting for a playoff berth, and of course the Saints still fighting for a divisional championship. That after the Panthers defeat the Packers yesterday. So it was a nice win for the Saints, but one that they were supposed to get. But they got 10 victories right now. Before the beginning of the year, I predicted them to win 10 games. Hopefully, I'm still going to be wrong because hopefully they can get 11 and even into 12.
Awesome.
Falcons play tonight against the Buccaneers, so hopefully the Yucks could do a little damage.
Should be
for
a good game. Hey, did you see the one fan of the Saints that made a special appearance yesterday in CBS coverage?
Oh, with the Robert E. Lee statue thing.
I can't get over that. I think that's hilarious.
I was in Baton Rouge doing UL women's basketball yesterday, so I didn't see the game, but I certainly heard about it.
It was a great, they have all those cutaway shots going, straight to, into commercial and back from commercial.
And that was in the can from.
It was definitely, and here's how specific it was. It was all rainy New Orleans footage.
Is that right?
So it was a streetcar that was being rained on as it makes the corner. CBS.
I wonder if they had footage in there of old Tulane Stadium.
Probably so. Somebody did make a comment which I thought was interesting. Talking about it was a mean post about CBS about really you can't even get this right. But then it said you guys don't even you hardly cover Saints games.
Right.
I've never taken a step back to see how many each of the networks cover.
Well, what
is that a thing?
Now it's a little different this year because. Okay. CBS did do an NFC game. I think it was the Saints and the Rams.
Yeah.
But normally, except for maybe now a game a year, Fox, of course, has the NFC, which means that KDN, Fox 15, would have all of the Saints games involving the Saints playing NFC teams, which is most of the time, and when the Saints would play AFC teams on the road, which is twice a year. So really, CBS really only gets the Saints twice per year under normal circumstances.
Okay.
So 14 of the 16 games are normally on Fox, unless you're talking about Monday Night Football or Thursday night. But for the most part, CBS only gets the Saints twice a year.
I see. Now I'm going to call this person today and say your criticism of CBS, quote, not covering the Saints is misguided because it's just kind of how
number one, they can't.
Cards fall.
Yeah, number one, they can't. It's
contract thing.
It's in the contract thing. I mean, Fox has the NFC and CBS has the AFC. It's not that they don't want to. And, I mean, look, it's an egg on their face type of thing, but I mean, it's.
I'll be honest. I'm a Fox fan.
Yeah.
I like to watch it. I love their commentary. I love the graphics. I love that robot.
Right.
What is that thing? I just love it all. CBS, just a little public library.
CBS, it's a big eye.
Just
watching. I mean, it's a big eye.
So how?
Why you hated Barnaby Jones?
Well, I'm just saying.
The Waltons.
First,
man hated John Boy.
The first full weekend of the Saints having a named head coach.
How
did it go?
You mean the Cajuns?
Yes.
Yes.
It's the Mondayest Monday
well,
ever.
you know,
the Cajuns, yes.
I think, look, the resume looks good.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it really does. I mean, the guy's been the offensive coordinator at Clemson. He's been the offensive coordinator at Arizona State. He was part of Nick Saban's staff at Alabama. Looks like a very, a nice resume. We don't know how he's going to fare as a head coach until he starts coaching.
Because you also have to hire a staff.
Yes, but based upon his resume, it's very nice. And kudos to the Cajuns. You know, last year Mark Hudspeth was the highest paid coach in the Sun Belt Conference. I would assume that that's going to be the case with Billy Napier again this year. And it's my understanding that his assistant pool is going to be $2 million, meaning that he'll be able to hand out, his budget is $2 million for assistants, which will be the most in the Sun Belt Conference. So the Cajuns will have the highest paid coach in the conference next year. Highest paid assistant coaches in the conference next year. We better
really have
the
most wins.
Yeah, there's really no reason not to win. And that's not to say that they're going to be clicking on all cylinders the first couple of weeks because it's a new coach and a new scheme and all of that. But hey, the pieces are in place. The money is there to go out and win. So go out and win.
Yeah. All right, CVP, thanks. Good to see you. Hope you recovered from the weekend.
Yes, indeed. It's been your pleasure.
Has absolutely been my pleasure.